Hey guys, it's Postbox Pat, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be telling you guys how to win every single time on solo, and this is going to be following on from my video on Friday with the RPG technique and stuff. It's something I really want to focus on. It's something that I've kind of been using a lot, especially on the console side of stuff, because I have been playing some crossplay. Now again, this gameplay was a little bit weird. I wasn't actually playing at the start, and this happens in a few of my games, near enough 20% of my games, and sometimes I always win these ones. So at this point right now, I'm just AFK, just kind of chilling for a bit. You can see I've sped up the gameplay, and you can see the player count is dropping to about 73, and it's about 72, about 70 when I actually start playing. Luckily, no one came Greasy Grove. The chances of this happening is quite rare, but I think a few people did come Greasy Grove, but they either already had a fight and didn't really loot much, and they kind of moved on, and there are not many people here at all. So I got a lucky situation. I managed to get a nice little potion at the start. I get a really lucky start because I'm already on a potion, and then I get another big potion from a chest. So to be fair, it's quite a lucky start, that, and it's not a usual thing to happen, that many potions, but it is solo, so I suppose you're not sharing the stuff out as much, so potentially this can happen quite a lot. It's about 50% chance of happening, but let's kind of move across from the point of it being a lucky game. In this situation now, I see the guy, I know I can get an easy shotgun shot off him, finish him off with my AR, an easy switch, nice and easy kill there, something that is pretty useful and kind of starts me off with a nice little ump. Doesn't pick up the egg launcher. I see the egg launcher, I'm like, what a weapon to have. I grab that egg launcher. Now I'm going to speed up the gameplay again, but this time a little bit slower so you can just see me loot around and stuff. I can talk a little bit about what I mean about explosives. So in the last video I was focusing a lot on the high explosive game mode, talking about why that is actually a really good game mode to train you up. Now explosives are by far the most overpowered weapon in the game. They're unpredictable. The egg launcher is very unpredictable, and the RPG, if you can use it correctly, is a very, very useful tool in most situations. Now obviously in build battles and stuff you want to be using like SMGs and like shotguns and AR depending on the distance, but in most battles an egg launcher can come in really handy to destroy and like confuse your enemy because it's very unpredictable, like I said before, and also an RPG is very useful at kind of knocking down structures and also hitting the back of a wall to get an explosive damage, or maybe like a rock or something or a tree near them to get that like explosive damage, that area effect. It really does come in handy depending on the situation. So now I'm actually moving into Tilted Towers. What I'm doing here is actually cleaning up with Tilted Towers. So I've looted the entire Greasy Grove, and I think, you know, the circle is in Tilted. Let's go in here and see if we can clean up and get some better loot from what I've got. Obviously I'm running pretty good loot at the minute. Got a green shotgun, a blue AR, a egg launcher, so I'm running a decent stuff. I see some enemies, I suppressed one guy. Unfortunately my shots aren't with it at this moment, they're just not hitting, so I don't do very well there, and standing still here was a little bit of a risky move, so I decided to move. I see that guy at distance, I'm like, you know, we'll suppress that guy with egg launcher. Once again, egg launcher being a very unpredictable weapon, you can just easily get a lucky kill there. Now there's a guy at the distance by the bus there, about north 145, and there's another guy as well around the left, so I think there may be two guys. I suppress again with the AR. I'm not too sure if it's one or two guy, I don't exactly know yet, so what I'm doing is I'm pushing him with my egg launcher. Again, the egg launcher being a very useful suppressive weapon, grabbing more rockets to come in handy later on, and even a heavy shotgun there if wanted. So I didn't decide to take the heavy shotgun, I kept with the egg launcher because it would be more useful for my purpose. I've also got my healing items. I'm moving up on this guy, don't exactly know where he is. I'm kind of in a position where I'm a little bit nervous. I run inside of here and I'm like, we're kind of a little bit nervous. We set some traps there, close that door, and position myself here now. So in this position here, I'm just keeping an eye out, and he does actually drop in here, and by the looks of it I think there may be two people around the area, so I'm just kind of not camping but keeping myself safe for the time being, just while the fight goes on, letting them fight it out. So I can hear fighting going on and stuff, and I'm in a little bit of a tough situation, kind of peeping around, just getting my shotgun aimed on the door, ready just in case anything does happen. Now sitting here like this isn't really a good move. He is just round there, and to be honest, he could probably easily dodge my shot, but I thought, you know, I've never really done this before, so we'll try it. So technically I'm just sat here and I'm actually looking at my computer when this is going on, getting my game capture ready to record. So I'm just looking backwards and forwards, just sat here zoomed in, and there we are. So that's over, and I think, you know, what am I doing, Pat? Why am I even doing this? I shouldn't really do this. I'm a much better player. So someone's actually been killed, it looks like, and we've pushed out and we've got to find that guy. So we're now in a position where it's like a 1v1, and we can easily get an easy kill if we can manage to find the enemy in the right situation. So we've got to get the height. Well, I've got the height, but I've got to get the position so I can get the angle on him. I hear my trap go, I get a hit in my trap, I know he's around here. So I'm like, we've got that trap hit, he's got to be around here somewhere. We rush down. Where is he? We're going to keep rushing down, we're going to keep rushing down. It looks like he might be be healing up in here. No, he's not. So I've lost the enemy. I can't actually find him at this moment in time. I'm thinking really hard, like listening out for footsteps, moving around. I know I've got the trap hit, but I have no idea where this guy's gone. It sounds like possibly he potentially could be above me. So let's go and check again and see if he's up here. There he is. There he is. A nice little shotgun shot will finish him off if I can get one on him. He's moved again. I don't know where exactly he's gone. Let's see if he's gone. Drop down here. I see an RPG. Perfect weapon for the situation. I'll drop the egg launcher for now. And there we are, an RPG finish off. So what a lovely kill that was, just by maneuvering around. And I could have easily hit that with the shotgun as well, but I just couldn't get the shotgun off in time. So I thought, you know, RPG is perfect for this moment. Now in this situation, I decided to drop my big potions for the grenade launcher, and I'm thinking, why am I doing this? Do I really need the big potions? And I do like my healing items, and by far, I've made a video on this. The best healing item is in the game, in my opinion, is the mini potions, because it's the quickest to consume. Obviously, the big potions come par with that. They just take a little bit longer than medkit and stuff. But at this position, like, I've got a good loadout, a blue loadout, apart from the minis. And I'm thinking, do I need this? I'm just so debatable about it. And I'm in a position where I can debate. I've got enough time at the moment. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm going to risk it, guys. I'm going to take the minis. I'm going to drop the shotgun, and we'll go with full explosive loadout with an AR. Now, this is something that I don't usually do. And it's something that not a lot of people do. It's very risky going without a shotgun. And this is where I really want to focus on the idea of explosive weapons. A rare RPG and a rare grenade launcher aren't too difficult to get, especially with the new slot machines or vending machines, whatever you want to call them, being added into the game. The vending machines, you can get easy access to a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher rare, costing only 300 resources of the chosen resources on the machine. So you guys can get easy access to this. Having that extra healing in my inventory, if you're a good builder, for myself, I'd class myself as probably out of 10, I'd say I'm about 7 out of 10 for building. I'm not super fast, but I definitely know what I'm doing. I'm getting faster though, because my sensitivity is now actually running on 7.7 every day. I keep upping it up slightly, and it gets faster and faster until I get to my maximum sensitivity that I want to be on, which will be about 8.59. That's my goal at the end of it, and that's because I can build quite quick. Now in this gameplay, I am playing on slow 6. The gameplay is a little bit old, not too old though. Unfortunately, this guy gets some amazing hits on from, like, some really good hits on me. I build down nicely there though to cover my feet. I'm in a position where I can possibly heal up with the minis while he attempts to push me. Now he knows I'm on the ground. He actually places this, but luckily I have the RPG. I can attempt to shoot him down. Unfortunately I don't. I build backwards on myself here, and now I'm in a kind of tight situation because I put myself in a little bit of an awkward position against this guy. So he's actually over there suppressing me, and I'm like, get the potion on quick. I've got the perfect angle so he just can't shoot me. Knowing that he was above me, he couldn't get me. I'm getting my RPG ready, boom. And that is how you get a nice kill from being absolutely pushed to be able to build turtling up, healing up, turtling. He didn't shoot any shots on me when I was inside the turtle. As he comes out, a nice RPG kill again. Now again, I am using my explosives, and many of you are probably like, Pat, do you always use explosives? The answer to that is no. I've got many footage on my, like, tons and tons of footage on my channel where I use a bunch of ARs and different weapons and stuff. But my favorite weapons are explosives. You've probably seen them in a few of my how to wins, because they really do help you on how to win. If you hear someone with an explosive and you want that explosive weapon, and you know you're good with explosive weapons, hence play high explosives while it's still available, or if it becomes if it comes back on while you're watching this video, play it, because getting good with explosives will really increase your chance of winning, because you've got a massive advantage. So again, a guy in here, explosive weapon goes in, I think I get a hit marker on him, or he just gets out in time. Again, explosive weapon, again, there we go. Switch to AR, I don't get an AR kill, but I get another explosive weapon kill. So near enough every single kill so far has been with an explosive weapon, and it is a massive advantage. Here I am doing a little dance. Doing something like that and having the chance to use them explosives is key. Like I was saying, if you hear someone firing a rocket or a grenade launcher, go and find them, outbuild them, and take that rocket off them, because it really does help your game if you're confident with them. Personally, if I ever get the chance to get a rocket launcher, I always request it in duo, squad, or if it's solo, obviously I get it myself, because I know I can play well with the rocket in a lot of situations. I'm very, very good with the rocket launcher personally, and it's just one of my favorite weapons in the game, and I'm trying to get the idea across to you guys that practicing with the rocket launcher definitely can help you out. Yes, it is probably one of the easiest weapons to use, but not everyone uses it correctly, and there are situations and gameplay on my channel, to be honest, where I have made mistakes with the rocket launcher and not killed myself but damaged myself. There was some early clutches with the rocket launcher I used to get, like 4-mans on squad and stuff, when the game was very new, when people didn't really build too much. Now with all the building and stuff, the rocket has seen a little bit of a nerf. With the reload speed right at the start, it got nerfed, and also everyone being on an average health of 125 really does affect the rocket, because the rocket sometimes does a little bit less than that and just can't one shot all the time. So you just got to get used to it, and not being able to run one shot with the rocket can be quite risky. Getting that angle like I'm doing, just learning how to play it in the current meta is definitely key. With the way the building meta has gone, it definitely has changed the style of the rocket, and to be honest, sometimes the egg launcher, depending on the situation, might be more handy than the rocket launcher. That's why I have both of them in this gameplay, and that's why I'm pushing in and went out on the last 5 within this solo game. So I saw that guy in the tower and I thought, you know, we'll leave him. He's not really a key target for me. I'm kind of in a position where I can get him, but I can't, and I can't be bothered pushing because he's got such a height advantage. Metal structures again, on my own on solo, not really worth taking out. Could be taking a while doing that if I was trying to do that and possibly get killed while doing it. I've actually got someone spectating me as well, which is quite funny for the entire game. Maybe the batteries have disconnected or they've gone to eat something. I don't know. But now in this position, we're in a rock position. Now this is when my building skills come in handy. I'm not the best builder, but I am a fast and, well, not fast, a medium speed builder with good knowledge with building. I see this guy. The guy I'm fighting here is a very, very good builder from what I've gathered. I think he builds a little bit too fast, but this guy is definitely a talented builder, the guy I'm fighting here. And again, it is an RPG fight. So what I'm doing here is I'm just getting the height, consistently trying to get the height. I do mess up a little bit, and for some bizarre reason, I have no idea how that rocket didn't kill me there. I accidentally shot it in the tree and it just didn't do damage. And here's where the build battle begins. This guy is outbuilding me every single time. But what I've done is I've positioned myself, knowing that he was outbuilding me, knowing that I'm by the tree. I've positioned myself where I can near enough heal my health up to full without him actually being able to get to me or knowing where I am. At this point, he's very, very confused, not understanding where I am. He's kind of searching around thinking, where is that guy gone? And at this point, he's probably like, oh, I have no idea. So I've got a good advantage. That tree is in the way. Unfortunately, that slab or that stairs isn't mine, so I can't edit it. But I'm in a position where I can kind of get a good shot off at him if I can find him and get a nice little position to be able to kill him off. So I'm kind of peeping around. He doesn't know really where I am. I edit this structure here. I don't see him anywhere, but I can easily get out here doing that 4-way edit, my favorite edit tool to get out. So I don't see him, but I've got a good position where I can kind of peep around and see if I can find him. So what I'm doing here, I can see him building above me. Now I've got a good chance to be able to push him. Unfortunately, I should have gone flat then stairs, but it's all right. I've got a nice little chance here to go double stairs up, double stairs all the way up. So I pushed pretty well there with my building technique. I go above him just in case he was in there, sorry, in case he can destroy, and I can go down him. And I get a nice little height advantage on him up here. So now I've managed to get to the top of the building structure, but I start to hear something strange, and I'm thinking, is he actually trying to break this down? Because at the start of this fight, I was actually attempting to break it down, and now I'm in a position where I'm getting a little bit worried, just keeping my ears open, just in case he's going to be taking down the structure. So I don't see him anywhere. I'm thinking, where is this guy? What on earth is he doing? Where's he gone? And this player is a very good player. From what I gathered in this fight, he was very good, and I was a bit nervous about winning this fight because I knew possibly I was probably going to, well, near enough 60% chance of me losing this fight because this guy was a very talented builder from what I knew. He did build a little bit too fast though, probably a little bit too fast. So then again, he's building over there. I get a good position with my rocket. Nice little rocket to take down his structure. A perfect rocket. He goes back inside the base. So now I can get some nice little like rockets on top. Get easy rocket on top. I know he's in that like, well, I assume he's in the turtle there. I see him drop, I think. Did he drop then? I don't know. I'm a little bit uncertain there, so I don't know where he is. And now I'm in a position where I can kind of get on top and looking around. I think he's gone more to the left. I can hear him breaking down the structure, I think. So I'm kind of a bit... And there you go. He breaks it. I get a nice little drop onto the tree. Easy drop. Rocket one. Switch to AR and kill off. Easily done. So that was a nice and easy kill. Something that doesn't usually happen. And now, towards the end of the game, I'm at like... Well, I was very surprised I won that. I used my campfire to heal up. I've got 35 rockets or 34. I'm going to take double rocket. I've dropped the grenade launcher or egg launcher. The reason I've done that is because double rocket is just as effective if you've got room for it. I've risked no shotgun. I could possibly go and drop the bandages now for a shotgun because I'm probably not going to get time to use bandages in this 1v1 fight. But I know there's a 1v1 fight coming up. I'm running on 6 kills, which isn't the best game. It's probably not one of my best games, but it's a very important game, this one, for me to show you how I can outbuild people and show like the right techniques at the right time. So what I'm doing here is I'm just pushing across like getting one down, going down a little bit. I'm just pushing across the sky, seeing if I can give, like kind of get the guy's attention, but I haven't been able to. So I'm in a position now where this guy definitely doesn't want to engage. He probably knows where I am, but I don't know where he is. So what I do is I decide to build a 1x1. Inside a 1x1, it's a very basic build. I decided to do it out of metal. I still am a little bit concerned where he is. Now the guy I think is actually to my southwest, if I can remember. Unfortunately, there again, there's a disadvantage of using the ramp, but it's all right. I can like counter that and build around it. I've got a nice little base structure now on top of me, and I'm just getting in the position thinking, where could this guy be? So I'm thinking maybe possibly over there, possibly by the trees, maybe by the supply drop, maybe behind them trees at distance. I'm thinking over there, checking the bushes, not in that bush there. There's a bunch of bushes around, and at this stage I'm thinking maybe he possibly could be in here as well. So I go for a window shot, miss the window, but don't see any movement or anything. So I'm kind of a little bit nervous. Now I don't hear anything at all. I remember playing this and there were no sounds going on at all. The guy is still spectating, and there's another guy spectating now, which is quite funny. So I'm just so confused, and I got a feeling that this guy probably isn't one of the better players. I check above me for sky bases. These are like my regular things to do at the end of the game. Then I start checking trees, like brief trees, looking for snipers picking out and stuff, like in my corner of my eyes and stuff. So what I'm doing here now is I'm just checking trees and checking down there as well. I'm thinking I saw movement there, but obviously it wasn't movement. I go for a crack shot, nothing at all, and then I see something break, so I'm thinking possibly there could be someone there. I go and check behind that tree, because I haven't checked behind that tree, nothing at all. There's obviously the trees at distance, but I'm just ignoring them. I check that wall there. Does the rocket destroy it? The rocket doesn't destroy it, so I go for another rocket in there. I've got enough rockets to be able to do this, because I've got 28 or 29 spare now. I go for that back wall. I don't think he's behind that back wall, so I'm just thinking I've not seen anyone really go behind there. So now I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know what's going on, so I think, you know, we may as well move to the circle. He's probably going to be underneath me or something, so I'm moving around. I build down nicely, move across, and then suddenly he appears behind me at southwest-ish. So he's actually been underneath me this whole time, maybe in that bush there. One rocket, build again, switch to the second rocket, no reload required, and easily done. And that is what I'm saying about the double rocket. I've had a duo game today where I pulled that off twice. I could put that in there, but I'm going to leave it out for now. Maybe a future gameplay you guys will see it. I've also had a squad gameplay where I've been running double rocket and had some amazing moments in it. So it is a key thing for you guys to do. Make sure if you've got the opportunity, try double rocket. It is very handy. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. I hope it has helped you learn some more about your explosive weapons and how I do stuff differently depending on who you're watching and stuff. I like to play like this. This is mainly works best on console. I haven't tried the PC servers with this technique, but I have been getting a few wins on the PC servers. I will be bringing out how to win on that very, very soon. Once again, if you're new around here, stick around for some awesome Fortnite content. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Postbox Pat, signing out.